kamaya waratiwaki yonotoria samahe antokura amete ya waraka anna ya samahawa humaki yamana tura chimaki ya setraki atwa ya makila tera sitwa ya titoe. Begin at the end. We always begin at the end. Do you ever find yourself trying to strive for something and wanting to make it to the end of that, and when will this come, when will this thing manifest, when will I precipitate the prosperity that I am here to experience as the divine human I am, when will the event happen? when time, events, process, beginning, middle, end. Today we are beginning at the end, as we always do be. So, namaste, welcome everyone. This is day number 306 of 365, A Life of Bliss 365, one quote every day from the book, A Life of Bliss, the Living Transmission, channeled through this one, from our dear non-physical friends and teachers AnandA, here to assist us, humanity, in remembering who we are and why we are here, and we're going to have some fun, as always we do. So, we're going to do this. The Zoom thing it worked well, but it was just a bit of a mission to get people on there. So we have another option now for people to join, and I'm going to put it in the comments now, and it's going to be much easier. It's one we used before, actually. So if you're joining live, just drop us a little comment. Let us know everything is working okay. It looks to be fine. It's not so windy today, surprisingly, which is cool. This tree is providing beautiful shade because it is hot. It's definitely hot. Just going to check that we are streaming and everything is good, because I do need to check these days. Okay, so yes, in the description of the YouTube and the Facebook, you will see a link that will allow you to come on and join and chat with us if you so choose. So it's working on there. Let's just check YouTube. I think we should be good. And then we will get right into the quote for day 306. One moment. Okay, yes, we're good. We're on there. We're live. And I put it in the chat on the YouTube because it doesn't show up on it. It's in the description and it's also in the chat now. Okay, so let's glow. Chapter 24. So as these living words rise up from this space, rise up in front of you, we wish to speak to you from this non-physical space, so that you may look from your non-physicality to see that this process of non-physical thought being translated into physical words on paper are then being retranslated back into non-physical as feeling, thought, and vibration within your being. So as these living words are projected and retranslated within your being, we invite you to see that all of your lifetimes, that all of your experiences have been this cycle, this flow, non-physical within physical, back into non-physical. This is the dream. Yet this relative dream offers you the opportunity of beginning at the end. And so this call to begin at the end, this call to recognize that we're already there, we're already home, it's already so, it's already done. We get to begin at the end. And this doesn't discount the process. And it doesn't mean that we just reject all time, reject all the ideas. It means that we come from the space that we seem to be trying to get to. It's always the same way. come from wholeness, come from holiness, come from I am source, come from ascension, come from prosperity, come from that which you seek, and all seeking falls away. When you're coming from what you are is revealed. When you're trying to get to, you can't get to what you already are. You can't get what you already have. And this is the suffering of the human, is the desire to get something. Whatever it is. If there is a subtle desire or not so subtle desire, there's a wanting, there's a desiring, there's a striving, there is a seeking, there is suffering. So if we come from, and of course the mastery is to come from the place that we already have, we already are, it's already so, even while it doesn't appear. And I'm just remembering now as I sit on the spot, one of these days I was doing the video over here, and my son had been sneaking up to listen to the videos, and he said he listened to one of the videos, and he said, what was it he said? Firstly, he said all the beings that he could see. I think it was Yeshua and Thoth and someone else, I can't remember. But then he said, and I literally wrote this down on my journal to remind me, and I mightn't get it exactly right because I have to just continuously read. But he was listening to one of these videos, and he said, when I was listening to the video, he was hiding behind the tree, and I was on here, keeping quiet. He said, when I was listening and feeling, he said, I knew I had everything that I needed, even when I didn't have it. So meaning, even when the appearance wasn't there, he knew he had everything he needed. And then he said, once the video stopped, the feeling went away again. So it's coming from, and this is why the children have the keys to the kingdom on of heaven on earth, is because they haven't lost this, they haven't forgotten it. They've kept it. They've kept this knowingness of their divinity, their holiness, their wholeness, their completeness. You know how abundant children are. When, children, you just want to give them things, you just want to take care of them. People want to do things for them, like babies and children. It's just it's just an abundant flow. And then we just get this deadly disease. We fall into this deadly disease that has ravaged humanity and is continuing to ravage humanity, of which I was going to say something I'm not going to say. And this deadly disease of adulthood. Then we forget. Then we have to go to school and get grades. Then we have to earn or learn something. Then we have to get a friendship. Then we have to make a living. Then we have to find another relationship. We have to do something in the world. All of these things come from this subtle feeling of lack. And if we begin at the end, we're already that, I'm already that, it's already so, it's already here, it's already done. And I get to watch the process, and I get to play it out, and I get to experience the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts. I get to watch it, but I begin at the end. I'm not trying to get something. I'm not trying to achieve something. I get to watch the unfolding of that which is already here. It's already alive. Everything is within me. Everything is now here. There is nothing that is separate from me. There's nothing that can be separate from me. There is only what is. And what is ever unfolding itself, and I get to watch. I get to experience it. I get to play in this game of duality, this field of duality. So when we begin at the end, the process doesn't get dissolved. The suffering of the process, maybe subtle or overt, is the suffering of the process that goes away. And then the process unfolds as itself, and you're already there, and you get to play and forget and remember, and you get to move, and you get to climb the mountain, you get to fall down and get back up again, you get to experience all those things, but you're not striving to get something. You're not seeking. You're not filling an empty gap. Like this one was the whole life trying to fill this gap, this hole that just was insatiable and couldn't be found and couldn't be identified. There was just an emptiness, and this is where addictions come from. And so it was filled with whatever external thing could try and fill that, and never could. There's an endless whole. If we begin at the end, it's already done, it's already so. And everything then just takes on its natural quality without the desperate energy of the seeker, the wanter, the desirer, the creator, the one that has to create the reality, the one that has to do something, the one that has to make something happen, the one that needs to achieve something, the one that needs to get somewhere, the one that needs to get someone. All of these. They fall away. The illusion of separation, the illusion of lack, the illusion that somehow we're not going to make it. There's so much teachings and things, separation-based teachings in the ascension and spiritual communities as well, where there's the chosen ones and the ones that's not going to make it, the awakened ones and the asleep, the sheep and the whatever the opposite of that one is. You know, all of these divisive, delusional, separation-based, quote, spiritual teachings. Ones are going to make it, ones are not going to make it. Ones who have made the mistake of whatever they've done, and the ones who know. The ones who've got it right. The ones that want to put themselves above those who don't know. No being knows what will bring a soul to grow. Judge not, yet ye be judged. You know not what a soul comes here to experience. And just because you think you've got it all worked out, and just because you feel like you know what your path is, when you implant that or impose that on another, you are imposing on their free will for the soul to experience whatever it is it's here to experience. And when you're imposing that, you are deposing yourself from the seat of your soul. You're taking yourself away outside of yourself, sticking your nose into the soul journey of another where it has no place. You know not what soul growth can come from any type of life upon the earth. For that's what all souls come here for, is this soul's growth, this soul's evolution, this experience of duality, of darkness, of separation. And those who think they've got the one right path home are a house divided unto themselves. And those that have got all the answers and never seem to have a question are dead. Life is in the continuous question. Answers are death. Answers are flatline. Answers when you know all there is, or you think you know all there is to know. There's nowhere to grow. You've collapsed all of reality into one aspect of reality, which you think and believe and know through whatever means of divination you claim that this is the right way and this is what is so. And everyone that's not on that path just don't know, and you know. It's very alluring to be the special one, the chosen one, the one with the secret knowledge, the Illuminati, the illumined ones. That word will have this video doing very well. Not. So begin at the end. We're invited to begin at the end. Always. This is the contemplation for day number 306. And now, as always, we are invited to drop everything. Drop the words, drop the quote, drop the book, drop the sounds, drop the ideas of self, drop the idea of past or future, drop even the idea of present moment. As we drop into a short sacred silence, where we allow what is to be what is, as what is. Wow, I didn't want to come back this time. That can happen. But thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining this daily journey with us here as we complete this year-long journey, which never began, and we're already at the end, but we're just playing out like we've got 60 days to go, 59 or whatever it is. It's already done. The book is already written. We get to play out turning the pages. And unlike the book, we get infinite alternate endings. And we get to choose every breath, every momentary death, what it is we choose to read from this infinite and eternal, everlasting, ever giving, ever living transmission of life itself that you are, divine human. Thank you for being. Thank you for being born. Thank you for all that you are. Thank you all for all is one. If you're getting value from these transmissions and you are enjoying them, subscribe on the YouTube channel, put a little comment and say hello. And if you are watching on any of the other platforms, you can comment, subscribe, share, like, all of those fun things. If you know anyone that has eyes to see and ears to hear and hearts to feel, share it with them. And until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are